everybody. Oh, yeah. Do the mashed potato, do the candy yam, do the funky turkey because it's time to jam. Oh, yeah, everybody. Welcome back to a very special podcast, the podcast in which we talk about all of your favorite TV series from yesteryear. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. And then we discuss it over some peppermint tea. I'm your boy, Patrick M. Dunn, and I'm joined here, as always, by my sardonic veterinarian, Kat Halstead, the author / veterinarian.
Oh, yes, please just give me more random titles.
Why not? You have many, many titles, many, many initials, alphabet letters after your name. I don't even, you just tell me you're all these things and I just go for it. I
You're
just go
like,
for it.
"Okay, sure. I totally believe you're an RBT cat. I totally know that's a real thing."
I know it's a real thing, but whenever you send that to me, I always see RBF in my head for some reason, like rest in bitch face. And I'm just like, that's immediately what my mind sees.
Oh my
And I'm like,
gosh.
I don't think she has an RBF. I don't think so. I gotta be really careful with my mouse, by the way, because there's a button on the side that hits the back button, like the
Oh,
back
no.
browser button, and I just
Put
tapped
your
it and it said, "Are you?"
mouse away, like, over to the side, don't touch it.
It said, "Are you sure you want to leave this page?" And I said, "Cancel." So hopefully it's still going. If not, we'll figure it out in like 2 hours when we're done recording. And I say, "Hey,
I
you know
mean,
what?
it
Remember
says
that
it's
time I hit that
recording
button?"
still, so I'm gonna trust that it's working.
All right, we got so much to talk about today. I don't know if we'll have time to do it in this one episode because um you just went on a wild vacation. I was like, do we have to sidestep this? Because I have a lot of theories about the show that we did today. So I don't know what to do. We're just going to maybe just throw the cards against the wall and see what sticks.
Yeah, let's do that. Isn't that what we
All
usually
right.
do,
Yeah.
like, 95% of the time?
Oh, yeah. All my notes get ignored. And then I just like, you know what? I never brought any of that up.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You got a little dry cough over there?
Yeah. Just a little, it's cold and flu season.
I guess so. I mean, yeah, it's technically winter, maybe. I don't know. Who
I don't know.
knows?
It hasn't snowed here yet. Apparently, you got snow.
Oh, yeah, I got snow like a week ago. We had one random day where it was 30 degrees, and then I guess it rained, so it snowed. It didn't stick, but
I love that because,
wild
yeah,
times.
because I sent you that video from the Acropolis and you're like, it snowed here today. And I'm like, what the hell?
Was it the Acropolis or was it the Parthenon?
Well, the Parthenon is at the Acropolis.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
I have no Greek knowledge, just so you know.
Yeah. So, like, you go to the Acropolis and you can see the Theater of Dionysus, the Temple of Nike, the Parthenon, and a few other things that I can't think of off the top of my head, but yeah.
So what is the overall land called? The Acropolis?
Yeah, that's like you go to the Acropolis. You get tickets for the Acropolis.
Okay, is it a hill? Like, I just picture it being a hill for
Yeah,
some
it's like
reason.
up on a hill.
Okay, okay. And didn't Yanni play there once? Like the pure mood singer Yanni?
Yeah, probably. Because the Theater of Dionysus still like has events.
Yeah, you can go there. You can go see Yanni live at the Acropolis. And then, I don't know, go to the Parthenon gift shop after if you want.
I mean, I went to the gift shop. I got stuff at the gift shop.
What did you get, like a mug? Keychain?
No, what did I get from there? I got excuse me. I got a book about um
The Acropolis.
not the Acropolis. I got a book about Antigone,
Okay, okay. Like,
Oedipus's daughter.
are you all upon a Grecian lore now? Is that your new thing? Is that your new Roman Empire?
Well, to be fair, the first time I was in college, I was a theater minor. So this whole like Greek theater stuff is kind of like ingrained in me. So like getting to see the birthplace of theater at the Theater of Dionysus was like just amazing. Just to see that theater and just like think about all the history in this, like, spot.
All the stuff you learned 20 years ago
Yeah.
in college. College part 1.
College part 1.
Yeah, good times. All right. We'll intermingle Kat's Grecian adventure, her big fat Greek vacation here and there. I'm sure she's got lots of tales to tell. I'm sure did you have a gyro? We'll find out. We'll find out. Or
Yeah,
is
of
it a
course.
hero? What do you call it?
Gyro.
Hero. She had
Gyro.
a hero. Hero. All right. What classic TV series? Well, I guess this is a special, but it was a TV series. What classic media franchise, we'll say, are we diving into today?
We are diving back into the wonderful world of Garfield.
Yes. And which lucky installment were we blessed with this last week in prep?
This time we checked out Garfield's Thanksgiving.
Yes. And I'm going to throw this out there. I thought we already did this. Apparently we didn't.
No, I get why we thought that, though. Because you wrote a blog post about it. I included it in another blog post.
And I even made a graphic, too, like of Garfield sitting on the TV.
Uh-huh. So.
Which I just remixed a real old sketch of Garfield from the early years that I superimposed like our logo or something on the TV. I forget what it was.
Yeah.
It was pretty talented. I was going to say I was pretty talented like 10 years ago. So go me.
You know, when you actually took the time.
Yeah, I don't care anymore.
You're like, I'm just going to throw this up.
We're just barely hanging on here. Yeah, so I also thought we did Garfield and Friends, but I guess we never did. We've only done Garfield's Halloween adventure.
Yeah, and we did that like season 1, bro. Season 1.
It was first like 8 episodes at least, like episode 5, 6, or 7, somewhere in there. And I didn't go back to listen to it to see what we talked about, to see if there was anything I was going to reiterate here. So if I repeat myself, just go with it, guys.
Yeah,
just go
honestly,
with it.
I'm not going to lie. I was like, I do not have the time to go and listen to this.
Nor the energy of hearing my voice 11 years ago. So,
dude, it was episode number 4.
I knew it was very early on.
Yeah.
And I remember there being a lot of problems with the audio, and I just remember doing a lot of behind the scenes work because I think the episode's only like 40 minutes long, and I know for a fact we recorded longer than that.
Oh yeah, it was 34 minutes and 22 seconds long. It's a short one.
Yeah, we had a lot of probs, and I think some of the narrative does not make sense if I remember correctly. And you know what? I'm just gonna go with it. People will figure it out. It's Garfield. There's not much meat and bones to Garfield, but there is.
I was gonna say,
I have a
like, just the text message you sent me this morning, like, holy crap.
I have crafted into my Google Docs notes 2 pages of theories and discussion points on stuff that has just been like slinging around my mind for the last, I'd probably say it's a good solid 30 plus years that I've been really into Garfield. So, and this is just the tip of the iceberg. There's way more. And I just know there's not enough time. We're going to have to just revisit Garfield again at some point so we can go more into this because we don't really include some of these characters. We don't get Nermal in this episode or Pookie. So we'll have to. We hated Nermal, right?
Right, yeah. Like, I feel like Normal's like the Scooby-Doo or Scrappy-Doo.
Scrappy-Doo. But I think Nermal was kind of always there, at least in the comic strips. I think he was just kind of introduced into the animated portion later on.
Wait, I thought Normal was a girl.
I don't know, to be honest with you. He could be. I don't know. I mean, there was a long time where I didn't really know Odie's gender, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Oh, Nermal is a boy.
I thought so. There's Nermal's the gray cat, right?
Yeah.
And then there's a pink one or a purple one or something. Trixie or Jinxie or something?
I don't even know.
Patricia? I should know this because I was president of the Garfield Fan Club in 5th grade, so I should know this, but I
Of course
don't. I
you
don't
were. Of
remember
course,
this.
that is like the most Patrick thing.
uh, uh, so I don't know if I should go into that whole saga. I don't know if you want to hear it. It's pretty illustrious. It's pretty well involved. There's a lot of meat and bones to it.
Oh my goodness.
I'll give you just some snippets, and maybe over time we'll kind of release breadcrumbs. It'll be similar to episodes of Lost when you get flashbacks. But all I'm going to say is that me and one of my friends in 5th grade, remember those little Scholastic book pamphlets that you would
Yes,
get from time to
obviously.
time? And they always had those rectangle-shaped Garfield books in there. Garfield
Oh
at
yeah.
Large, et cetera, et cetera. And for whatever reason, I didn't even know this person. He wasn't even a friend of mine, really. And we just both happened to we were the only 2 people in the class who got the Garfield collection. It was, I don't know, it was probably like $10 at the time. And it was 4 of those rectangle books just randomly chosen by Scholastic Enterprises.
Mhm.
And there was because they deliver the books to the school and then they get parsed out, I think, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Mrs. Bogus, my 5th grade teacher, would parse them out. And for whatever reason, the Garfield collection slipped through the cracks. And that was the only one I really wanted, to be honest with you. And
Yeah. You didn't want whatever Goosebumps were available.
I don't think Goosebumps was the rage when I was in 5th grade, though. I think that was a little later. We were a little too old for Goosebumps.
Goosebumps really kind of like hit when we were out of its age range.
We were on the edge,
Mhm.
the the edge of it. It's kind of the same way with Power Rangers. I remember the beginning of it, but I didn't stick around to the various offspring.
Yeah.
Anyway, this one child in my class, Jamie Wood, shout out to him, wherever you are. Last time I ever seen him, he was being carried away from 10th grade standardized test for bringing orange juice spiked with vodka, and I haven't seen him
What?
since. Wherever you are. Actually, he might be on my Facebook. I think he might be. I'll have to go through it. He changed his last name, though. I think to hide from the shame of being carried out of school by the vice principal. Yeah, I was sitting in, did you ever have those standardized tests that you'd kind of go sit in a classroom for 8 hours maybe and do tests?
Yes, but because because I have dyslexia and ADHD, I got the extra time in a different room from the rest of my classmates. So I'd be like in a smaller room with like 4 other kids in my grade doing the test.
No. So you weren't packed into a giant auditorium with
No.
200 people
No.
with a number 2 pencil and a giant Scantron sheet just
Nope.
shading in boxes.
Nope. I mean, we got the Scantron sheet and stuff, but because we got extra time and stuff.
Good for you guys. We were allowed to bring in a snack because I think every hour you would get a quick little snack break and you got to go up and like canoodle in the corner with your friends for 15 minutes. And Jamie Wood brought in like almost looking like the jugs that milk comes in, the
Mhm.
plastic milk jugs, but he had the orange juice of that.
Yeah.
And he must have just poured out half of the orange juice and just filled it up with vodka. And he was clearly intoxicated during this whole test.
Oh my god.
Clearly. And I think the proctor or whoever was kind of overseeing the whole event just kind of left the room for a few minutes. And then Mr. Lear, the vice principal who used to always wear these mustard colored suits, with the like the little pads on the elbow, like on the
Yeah.
suit jacket. Yeah, the little black like leather pads. He came in. He just kind of scanned his eyes around the room, just watching Jamie Wood for a few minutes, just kind of watching him with his eyes, watching him sway in his desk back and forth,
Mhm.
just a little too tipsy for, I don't know, 10 a.m.
I mean, maybe too
And he
tipsy
was,
for a 5th grader?
no, this is 10th grade. We're
Oh,
in high
10th
school.
grade. Okay.
Yeah, this is, yeah, this is years later. um, yeah, by all means, this is not 5th grade. This is 10th grade. And he tapped Mr. Wood on the shoulder and he goes, Jamie? And Jamie goes, yes, sir. And Mr. Lear says, what's
Oh
in
my
your
gosh.
drink? And he goes, why? You want a sip? And then Mr. Lear just dragged him out like a cartoon character, just dragged him out. And his like 2 feet were just dragging out of the room. That's the last time anyone's ever seen him.
Oh my
No one
gosh, that is
knows.
insane.
No one knows. That is insane. Anyway, he was my friend in 5th grade. We both liked Garfield. We formed a Garfield fan club and we went to the mall, the little special t-shirt stores where you can make those iron-on, pressed-on letters on a t-shirt.
Oh my
And
god.
we wrote Garfield Fan Club, and on the back, we put our titles. And then his mom took those little puffy paint things and drew little Garfield characters for us on
Oh
it.
my god.
And I wore that to school almost every day I could.
Oh my god. Oh my god, Patrick.
Yes, that's my Garfield Fan Club story. And there's more to it, but that's all I'm going to say at this time, at this juncture. Wouldn't be prudent to say more.
Oh
All
my
right.
gosh.
Here's a fun fact about a Garfield Thanksgiving that threw me off, okay?
Okay.
I thought this was really old. I thought this aired in the early 80s. This was an ancient show that aired when we were very young or like not even born, but no, this aired in 1989. 1989.
Really? I figured at the latest 87.
November 22nd, 1989. A Wednesday night. It was a Wednesday night. And now that I'm thinking about this,
Yeah.
I probably watched the original airing of this
Honestly, same.
because 8 years old-ish sounds about right.
Yeah.
All right. You want to go through this hot night of television? Because I got some bangers for you.
Yeah, I'm so curious now.
I don't even know where to begin. I guess we'll just go in order the way we usually do.
Yeah, just
All right. We like to kick things off with our boys at the alphabet, ABC. Any guesses? Any guesses what ABC was brewing around this time? This is a big night for them.
Wednesday in 1989.
Yes, we have done most of these shows, or at the very least, talked about them in depth, in great depth.
I'm going to be completely honest. I'm going to kick myself when you say what these are. But like everything in my head right now is a Tuesday night show. And I'm like, I know that's can't be right.
You could be wrong. They could have moved some of these around. This is holiday times. We're going into the
That's true.
holidays, so they might be double decking this week.
But I feel like a Who's the Boss, a Growing Pains would fit that era.
You want to throw two more guesses out there? Just throw two more.
The Wonder Years
Give me one more. Give me
and
one
Doogie
more.
Howser.
You got 2 out of 4. You got 2 out of 4. I was hoping you would say Doogie Howser. You got Growing Pains, which kicks the night off at 8 p.m.
Okay.
And tonight's episode is the paper route episode when Mike has the paper route and he makes Ben do the paper route and then he takes the money from Ben. I don't know if you remember that one.
Oh, Mike.
Do you remember that episode?
Vaguely, yeah.
Okay. I just remembered thinking it was hilarious at the time. who knows what I'll think now. Maybe that one guy on YouTube that always wants us to do the Meet the Seavers episode of
Yeah.
Growing Pains will be, I wonder what he will think if we do that episode before Meet the Seavers. What would
Listen, it's
happen?
not easy to find Growing Pains episodes.
It's very easy. I have seen them all the time. I always
Where?
come across them. I don't know. I see them all the time. It's playing somewhere on one of those random channels. Antenna, I don't know.
Okay, to
Who
be fair,
knows?
I don't have cable. So there's that.
Tubi, Pluto. There's a whole 80s sitcom block of shows on there. I'm sure it's in that somewhere.
I don't put those on often though, at all.
All right. Well, 8:30. 8:30. Not one of your choices. Not one of your choices, but this is a show that was near and dear to your heart. You did an entire TikTok review of this series.
Head of the class!
Yes. I was like, she has to say head of the class.
No, I could okay, I'm not gonna lie, in my head of the class is a Monday night show.
I mean, it probably was, but who knows?
Yeah.
As I said, it's holiday times. Things get askew.
Okay.
Where are we in the reign of terror for head of the class? Are we near the end?
I wanna say I think so, yeah.
This is
I
when
think
what's his name's not on anymore.
we are in the last of the we're in season 4, I wanna say.
Okay.
So we're in we're still in the Charlie Moore era.
Okay. But we're gearing up for the end, right?
Yeah.
We're gearing up. Things are settling down. Okay. All right. All right. Good to know. Good to know. I wasn't sure. I honestly I don't even know the air dates for head of the class. I just know it was
Okay.
maybe early 90s.
What was the date of this episode?
November 22nd, 1989. I already told you that.
Oh, sorry. I totally spaced that. Sorry.
Well, you keep coughing.
I know. And I've been up since 3:15 in the morning.
You didn't do your salt rinse before you came on.
No, I didn't. Okay, so I remember this one. This is so Sarah's grandmother dies and Arvid's dog dies and everybody's filled with grief and processing it, and it's just ridiculous because that's head of the class.
That sounds horrible. That sounds like a terrible time. You're like, oh, it's ridiculous. But I was just like, oh, that sounds awful.
I mean, I think what happens is people get more upset about Arvid's dog
Than the grandmother.
Sarah's grandmother.
What were the circumstances behind the grandmother's death?
I do not
Old age?
remember.
She was
If you
92.
want, I can go deep dive into my TikTok.
That'll take hours.
It really would.
What was the deal behind Arvin's dog's death?
I
Because this
don't
could
know.
depend.
Probably
Was
just
it sudden? It depends. It depends on the circumstances.
I think it was sudden. I feel like the dog just kind of got hit by a car or something.
I feel like that was the thing that happened in the 80s on TV shows to dogs.
Especially in 1989 New York.
It's a city,
Yeah.
Not a lot of parks and recreations
Nope.
for dogs. I'm sure there is now. I'm sure there's little dog gardens that they can go to.
Probably.
All right. You ready for 9 o'clock? ABC 9 o'clock. I'm excited for this.
Okay.
I'm excited for this. Because this is your second guess of the night. Doogie Howser, MD.
Woo,
You were right on the
Doogie!
money there. Yeah, Doogie Howser. Not to be confused with Kamala Hauser, whatever it was called. Whatever that redo show on Disney Plus was.
I literally got an ad for that the other day on Facebook.
Why?
I don't know.
It's been dead and buried for 5 years now.
Yeah,
what? I I don't think there was any fanfare or
No.
any like announcement of the show coming out. It just came out and it went away all in one swoop
Yeah.
in the same week. Came and went.
Yeah, it was
All right,
Doogie, comma, Aloha, MD.
it took place in Hawaii, right?
Yeah.
Maybe. Okay. They
It took place in
moved.
Hawaii, and, she was aware of the show Doogie Howser, MD, and since she is also a genius who went to med school as a teenager and is now a doctor, her coworkers called her Doogie.
Okay. So Neil Patrick Harris exists in her world. He's a
Yes.
person. Yes.
Yes.
It's kind of like how the Kathy Bates Matlock is just really like she's just a fan of the original Matlock. I think
Yes.
that's the gist of it. Okay, yeah.
That's where the name Matlock comes from in that
Yeah,
series.
they just
I
call
watched, like
her. They just call her
yeah,
Matlock.
she took it as her, like, undercover name. I watched, like, 3
Yeah, I like that.
episodes, and then I kinda forgot about it.
That would be like if in 20 years they came out with a Seinfeld show and it was just someone that just liked he had 3 friends that were wacky and he's like, "Just call me Seinfeld
Yeah.
and I'll call you George." All right. ABC 930. You didn't get this right. You didn't get this right, but we have not done the show for the podcast, but we have talked about it numerous times. I'll give you
Okay,
one more shot. You're going to get a free throw right here. If you can make this shot, you'll get 5 AVSP tokens that you can
okay.
cash at our TikTok shop. I don't know, wherever you buy things now. Our
It
Amazon wish list.
it went with
You want some
Doogie.
hints?
Yeah,
You
I
want
need,
some
like, a
hints?
hint, like, just
I'm trying to think of a hint without giving it away because this is very difficult because I don't know too much about the show. I do know I do know that it was retooled quite a bit throughout its 3 or 4 season run.
oh my god, it starred Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yes, okay.
What the hell was it called? Why can I not think of the title right now?
You ready? You want me to
Anything But Love!
fly a banner? Yes. I was about to fly a banner over your house with the name. Anything But Love. Also starring Richard Lewis.
Yes.
And the show kind of it was on the bubble for a while, but Jamie Lee Curtis was starting to become a bankable movie star, so they just kind of rode with it
Yeah.
and just kind of kept retooling it, right?
Yeah, it got retooled, like, multiple times. But it's, like,
Every
one of
year.
those shows that, like, there's just, like, one kinda, like, episode that is just burned as a core memory in my brain, and it's probably not something that I, at 8 years old, should have actually been watching.
Wasn't it like Jamie Lee Curtis just got banged or something and she's in bed and
Like,
it's like
she
post
and Richard
coital
Lewis,
bliss?
like, slept together for the first time, and she fell asleep during it.
Yes, I remember us talking about that before. I have a question about Jamie Lee Curtis and Richard Lewis.
Yeah.
This is 1989. They're young. They're young. Would they be considered a sexy couple for the time? I just don't see it now. I mean, Richard Lewis is dead, but um, now I just don't understand the appeal. I don't know. Even when I watched that movie with John Travolta and Jamie Lee Curtis, and they're in the gym doing that erotic exercise in the
Yeah.
spandex, I don't see it. I don't understand it. I don't know.
Yeah, I just, like, looked up pictures of them together. She's, like, sizzling. Sizzling hot.
Really,
Yeah.
really. Okay.
Like, in most of the pictures, like, she's sexy and she's confident, but
And Richard Lewis is just Richard Lewis, right?
yeah, he's got the really fluffy 80s mullet going on.
And I mean, he had that till he was old and gray.
Yeah.
Like, he never chopped the hair. It just got gray. And his face just kind of sagged a little bit.
John Ritter was on the show too at one point.
As like an actual contracted cast member, or just he
No,
appeared in episodes?
I don't know. I just found a promo picture
He's probably in an episode. I
where
don't know.
he apparently has a crush on Jamie Lee Curtis. And even though she's dating what's his face?
Richard Lewis.
Yeah. And like it's like a little love triangle for at least an episode.
Okay. Yeah, I think he had some things brewing at the time. The Problem Child movies, Hearts of Fire, Stay Tuned, whatever else he was doing. Amy Yesbeck. He was doing Amy Yesbeck.
But actually, you know what? Now his son Jason is on the new Matlock.
Yeah, with all right. I have a question for you.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've seen his promotions for the show, right?
Where he's dancing to the old Matlock theme.
Has it worn out its welcome?
I think with how they don't it's not like it shows up every day on my FYP or anything. Like it shows up kind of randomly for me.
I don't know. I get it way too often.
Yeah.
I see it way too much. I don't know. It was funny like 4 or 5 times, and then there's no variation to it. I don't know.
Yeah, he's always just
But
dancing the same dance.
you could always tell when they're not in production of the show at the time, because he's so shaggy looking.
Mhm.
He's so scruffy. His hair is like overgrown, and he just looks as if he had just woken up 5 minutes before. He's in sweatpants. It's
Yeah.
great. I love it. That's the only part I like about it. But I always know when it's production season, because he's clean cut. His hair is slicked back.
Mhm.
All right, enough about him. Enough about anything
Yeah.
but love. Jamie Lee Curtis. Maybe we'll find an episode one day. We'll do you
Oh
not
my god.
dirty, even though I just dirtied you right now, calling her ugly or something. I don't know what I said. I didn't call her ugly. I just said she didn't do it for me.
You just asked
All
if
right.
they were a sexy couple.
Yeah. All right. Like, Richard Lewis is not People's Sexiest Man 1989, right?
No.
He ain't on the cover.
No.
He ain't Richard Dean Anderson MacGyver on the cover with his ripped abs, holding a missile with one hand and his other missile in the other hand.
Yeah. Not happening.
No, we don't get that. Not happening. All right. ABC 10 o'clock. Take a guess. This is a show we've not done. We've talked about this at least 4 times at a minimum.
I feel like it's China Beach.
You got it. Did you look it up?
No, I didn't. I promise this is literally on my screen as anything but love, because I was like, maybe I could find a full episode.
Okay. China Beach. Dana Delaney Evacuation Hospital during Vietnam War. It was on for a few years. It was soapy in a way. It kind of had an ongoing plot, kind of following the heels of St. Elsewhere, maybe? I don't
Maybe.
know. I don't know. We don't know a
MASH.
lot about it. No, well, MASH had a humorous vibe, and it was like a half-hour
True.
show.
But I
This
feel
was an
like
hour long.
same sort of era too, though.
We've been looking for the show actively for a while, because I think we talked about doing it for the podcast, but we
Yeah.
couldn't find episodes. Yeah, like we even teased it. We said next week we're doing China Beach, because you said you found an episode, then you really didn't.
No, like I thought I did, and then I didn't.
Yeah,
and-
it was
Or
a
was
dead
that
link.
Sisters?
It was Sisters. They're about the same era. I don't know.
Yeah. I did eventually find some episodes of Sisters.
I don't know. Do you think Sisters holds up, or do you think it just is kind of like watching Party of Five now, where you're just like, eh,
It's like watching Party of Five.
like this don't work.
Yeah.
This don't work.
Like the youngest sister went after her older sister's husband because she'd had a crush on him since she was like 5 or whatever.
I'm going to give you my theory. I'm going to give you my theory on why I think some of these older shows, older soaps of the 80s and early 90s don't work.
Mhm.
And why some shows like Melrose Place and Beverly Hills 90210 still kind of hold up a little bit
Yeah.
is because the latter, Melrose and like 90210, they kind of didn't really take themselves that seriously.
Oh, yeah, Melrose
They
definitely
just
didn't.
went, yeah, they went for outlandish plots. And Sisters was kind of serious. And when you
Mhm.
go back and watch it now, and even Party of Five, you go back and watch it now, it's just dumb. I'm just like, I can't deal with this right now.
No, when you watch Party of 5, you sit there and you realize Julia is the absolute worst sibling out
And
of
her hair
all of them.
sucks. And
Oh my god.
her hair is horrible.
Throughout the entire series, there is not one point where Julia is not the worst. Bailey
I,
has bad moments. Charlie has bad moments. Claudia gets a bad moment or two towards the end. The only one who doesn't suck is Owen, and he's a little kid. But Julia
and
constantly sucks.
didn't we find an episode where you said she's almost not the worst?
Almost, but she still ended up being the worst.
Okay. She just someone like it probably had to have been like a Bad Bailey episode, right? Like maybe he was drunk driving and hit somebody.
Yeah, it
Like,
was
do you
probably
think
like
that
a
was the
drunk.
episode?
It was either like Bailey was really bad or Charlie was really bad.
Okay, like, and borderline on the edge of being the worst, but got outworsted by Julia Salinger,
As
played by Nev
always,
Campbell.
I love
Hold
Nev
on,
Campbell, but I hate Julia Salinger.
I have a thought on this on Nev Campbell, not on Julia, but I was on Reddit maybe a week or two ago,
Mhm.
and I somehow ended up in the Scream subreddit, and there were people clearly younger than us,
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
and there was a whole discourse about how they were upset about Nev Campbell, and they're like, she was not even ever that popular. And I was like, hold up,
Hold up,
hold up,
children.
hold up. I was like, she was known when she was on that show. I mean, when she was on the first Scream movie, we already knew who she was.
Yeah.
And then she went on to do Wild Things, which was a very big deal, and at least a few other movies and TV shows
Yeah.
that got traction. And then she did House of Cards in like the 2010s.
Mhm.
So it just kind of rubbed me the wrong way that people are acting like she was this unknown. And you know what? And they were even saying that Drew Barrymore was an unknown in this as well at the time of the start of the movie. And I was like, hold up. She's like a Barrymore from the
She
Barrymore Acton family.
she's
And she
fucking
was,
Drew Barrymore. Like, come on now.
and at the time, um, what was the Riding in Cars with Boys or Boys on the Side? One of those movies had just
Yeah.
come out like just before Scream, and that was a
Yeah.
big movie. But there was another one too. I don't know. I can't remember it. Threw me off. Threw me
Well,
for
to
a
be
loop.
fair, we could also still see her in E.T. and that divorce movie, Irreconcilable Differences, where she's a
And
kid.
that Stephen King movie where she starts fire with her eyes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so she was around. And she's probably done TV appearances. I'm sure she's in an episode of The Cosby Show or something at one point. Who knows?
Something. She's Drew freaking Barrymore. She was
Yeah.
the name. She was the name in Scream. She was
Yeah,
like
I don't
the
know.
name that people went to go see. And then the opening scene is so amazing because she's the name. And
I will say the only person who probably was relatively unknown was probably Rose McGowan at the time.
yeah, honestly,
Because
yeah.
Skeet Ulrich was in The Craft, along with Nev Campbell, by the way,
Mhm.
that just came out before. Matthew Lillard was in Hackers, Serial Mom. Um, and I guess Jamie Kennedy, we really didn't know, right? We might not have known him.
Yeah, like, I can't think of what he did before
Yeah, and then
either,
obviously
so
Courtney Cox, we knew from Friends, the
and
Masters of the
Family
Universe
Ties.
movie, Family Ties, Bruce Springsteen, Dancing in the Dark, and then David Arquette is like he's from the Arquette family, and he oodles of appearances. Nothing is coming to mind though, but I knew him. I knew him at the
Yeah.
time because I remember thinking it was weird he had a mustache. All right, you ready for CBS? We
Yeah.
gotta move on. We got a long ways to go. I might not get to all my Garfield theories tonight.
Oh no. Whatever will we do?
Save them for Garfield Christmas and Garfield Goes Camping and Garfield's 14 other specials and movies and various TV series and comic strips. So we got time.
Okay.
All right, CBS 8 o'clock Garfield. Yeah, we know it. We know it. The world premiere of Garfield's Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Great, great big moment in the history of television. Garfield was everywhere. We'll get there. We'll get to you. Hang tight. Go play with Odie, kick him off a table or something while we're getting through the night of television. All right. 8:30. It just says in my TV listing, doesn't specify which special this was. It just says Bugs Bunny. Just Bugs Bunny.
Okay.
Was it holiday themed? Was it just random Bugs Bunny shorts? Is it the one where Bugs outsmarts Rocky and Muggsy, the Depression era gangsters, and traps them in an oven? Which, by the way, is the greatest Bugs Bunny moment. I think I just retweeted it on our X account. If you want to go
Uh-huh.
back and find it, it's great. And then 9 o'clock. I'm excited for this. Are you sitting down for this? This is a moment.
I am as ready as I
This
can be.
this is a moment of television. This was a night of stars.
Okay.
Stars from all over the hemisphere. Television, movies, daytime, who knows? Wherever they could find these people. Up and coming names, well-known names. Tonight. I don't know which annual event this was, which number annual event, but Circus of the Stars.
Oh! Ooh-wee! Also,
You
the
want some
Bugs
trickling?
Bunny special was most likely Bugs Bunny's Thanksgiving diet.
Okay. Which is just shorts, just existing shorts from the 50s and 60s, just repurposed around bookends of new footage.
I don't know.
It was kind of a thing they did.
Yeah.
All right. Do you want a trickling of the stars who came on to Circus of the Stars tonight?
Yes, please give me some names.
Okay. Your volume just went down, by the way. I don't know what you
Oh,
did.
okay, sorry.
Whenever you yelled, it just went down.
Oh, that's wild.
All right. Trickling of some stars. Stacy Ketch. Good old
Okay.
Stacy Ketch. Barbara Mandrell. Willie Ames. Willie Ames, everybody. Buddy
Okay.
Buddy from Charles in
Buddy
Charge, I
Lembeck.
believe, and Bible Man.
And really random. Actually, I think he's in a Hallmark movie that Meghan Markle was in.
Oh, that sucks. Thelma Hopkins, our favorite, Thelma Hopkins, who played the sister on Family Matters.
Yes.
And a few The Parkers? Is that the show she was on? The Parkers?
I honestly don't know. She's done like a ton of stuff though. She was on Bosom Buddies too.
That's right. I forgot about that. We talked about that actually whenever we
Mhm.
do our every 5-year Thelma Hopkins corner. And probably the biggest star that I saw on this whole list, to be honest with you, was Deidre Hall.
Ooh, Marlena Evans.
Yeah, they brought her out. They brought her under the tent, and they had her, I don't know, juggle. Who knows what she did? Maybe she came out of a clown car. Maybe she was a trapeze artist. Who knows? I don't know what these people did. What did they do? This is before we had shows like Survivor and Amazing Race and Big Brother and the like to entertain us.
Yeah.
We just gathered celebrities and just made them do stupid shit, right?
No, you know what? I remember Mark Paul Gosselaar got hurt preparing for a Circus of the Stars.
He might have been on this one because I saw that Mario Lopez was on it, but I was like, maybe he was just they randomly threw him on there because I was like, Save of the Bell, he couldn't have been on it yet, but I could be wrong. Who knows?
1989. No, 1989 is when Saved by the Bell started.
I thought it was 90. I don't know. Who knows? So this could be it. This could be it. Good for him. All right.
Yeah.
You ready for NBC? You want to just wrap up the night?
Yeah, what was happening on NBC?
Do you think you could name the lineup? Do you think you could do it?
No.
I feel like
I'm going to be completely honest.
I feel like you could. We have done all of these shows on tonight except for one.
Okay.
All right. We're going to kick things off at 8 o'clock. Things are going to get a little spooky. We're going to hide under the covers, Unsolved Mysteries.
Okay, yeah.
Robert Stack telling us about, I don't know, serial killers, little
aliens,
jeepers, creepers like hijinks.
Missing people.
Underwater creatures, maybe. Who knows? Time travel. Paradoxes. All right. 9 o'clock. We get to spend a night at court. Night court.
Oh, good old night court.
Great times. You got hookers at court. You got people dying at court. You got Bull trying to hide a body in the courthouse. Great times.
I miss night court.
The new one just did not do it for me. I watched 2 episodes and I said, I'm done. I'm out.
Yeah, I like the new one.
No.
It got retooled a lot, though.
Nope, not doing it. Couldn't do it. Not for me. Not for me. Everyone on that show has died except for Dan Fielding and, like, I don't know, Marsha Wallace, maybe. I don't even know if Bull's
pretty
alive.
Much,
Who knows?
because, like, they both came back.
Yeah, that's it, right? Just the two of them?
Oh, and the Wheelers. That one, like, couple that, like, came in, like, dozens of times.
I don't even remember them, to be honest with you. I don't know. Night Court, I don't think you could really redo it with today's world. I don't know. It was just too fun and out there, and I don't know. It just didn't work. I don't know. Who knows?
What was after Night Court?
After Night Court, we got our favorite, your favorite, My Two Dads.
You can count
Stacey
on
Keenan,
me.
Paul Reiser, Greg Evigan. Did I get all the names right?
I am
Finola
very proud
Hughes
of you.
as the mom. Finola Hughes as the dead mom.
No, not Finola Hughes, dude. Emma Samms.
Emma? How did I forget that?
You got Holly and Anna confused, bro? Oh my god.
Oh, and like Emma Samms is our friend. Like she chats with us sometimes. That's why I'm sitting here like,
bro.
I'm gonna have to send her an apology
our girl,
after this.
Emma Samms.
I'm sorry, Emma Samms. I know you're listening to this.
But okay, I will be fair to you in that Finola Hughes played the stepmom on the last season of Blossom.
Maybe that's how I'm
gonna that's what I need to believe right now. Is that's where your brain glitched.
I want to believe. All right.
Yeah.
Sorry, Emma Samms. Don't be mad at us. We promise that I'll never make that mistake again. Cat knew going in. All right. NBC 10 o'clock. You know what? If I had this power, I would go back in time 5 minutes and not make the mistake. I would leap into my body 5 minutes ago and say her name instead of Finola Hughes. Any guesses?
I'm going to take a wild guess and say Quantum Leap. Now that is a reboot that did not work.
No, I didn't watch it, but apparently it got like 2 seasons, though.
I think one was like a Peacock exclusive.
Probably. Probably. One, I think, hit NBC, and then they ran out of money, and they put it on Peacock, and
Mhm.
just let it ride out.
Yeah.
Let it just fade away, fade into the ether, fade into time. Yeah, I just don't know. Because they never resolved the original Quantum
Mhm.
Leap. Scott Bakula's just still out there leaping along, and
Yeah.
the series ends with him like a little footnote saying, and Scott, whatever his name, Sam Beckett, I think I can't remember,
Yeah.
never made it home.
Like, that's
And
depressing.
then they
That's
just made
not what people wanted.
no, and then they made a whole new series and just just put new people in it.
Yeah.
It's like Scott Bakula's still alive. Like, they can woo him back and have him still
Yeah,
leaping,
and
and
I
maybe
feel like he probably would have been down to do it.
who knows? He probably came back for an episode. We just don't even
Who
know it.
knows? Like, could you imagine he leaps in and then the new guy leaps in and then it's like something's not right and they can't figure it out and then they're like, "Oh, hey,
We're
yo."
leaping together. We're leaping in the same time zone. I just remember there's a JFK assassination episode, isn't there?
Yeah. Yeah, we've talked about it.
I think it's a two-parter, I think, right?
I think so. My Quantum Leap
Um,
memory is very fuzzy.
the one that really stands out in my head is when Scott Bakula leaps back into the guy who made the Heimlich maneuver.
Uh-huh.
No, he doesn't go into the guy who made the Heimlich maneuver. He leaps into a guy who's next to the guy who invented the Heimlich maneuver, because the guy who had the Heimlich maneuver was choking.
Fabulous.
That one always just stands out in my head for some reason. I don't know why. It blew my mind. I, I think it was the first one I've ever seen, to be honest with you. I think that was my
That would
first go around.
explain so much.
It would. All right. On a scale of 1 out of 5 mistaken identities, how many mistaken identities would you give this night of television? Because I'm going to say this is a pretty good night. This
This
is
is actually like, okay, we have a good variety. There's some like regular programming, we've got specials. Um, in all honesty, there's not really like a dud tonight.
no, these are all things I've
These
watched or
l-
have
yeah,
great
like
memories or want to watch.
exactly, like same. Like
I
I'm
think this
trying to
is a
think of something
5.
on this night that I actually wouldn't at the very least check out now if I hadn't already then. Like I think the only
Th-
thing that like when I was a kid that I had no desire to watch, China Beach.
yeah, but you're curious, right? You're
Yeah, like
curious about it
adult me
now.
kind of wants to like understand what the deal was.
Yeah. I'm going to give this a Pat 5. I don't know.
Uh,
This is a banner
yeah,
night of
this is
television.
this is gonna be a 5. Like
This is November sweeps at its finest right here.
like we get sitcoms, we get dramas, we get our
Specials,
specials, we get
mysteries.
mm, exactly.
We got everything. Everything under the
There's
sun.
there's something for pretty much everyone, okay? So like
We get Bugs
if
fucking Bunny, for Christ's sakes.
yeah, and we get Garfield, we get Bugs, we get Circus of the Stars, we get our sitcoms, we get Unsolved Mysteries, we've got a couple dramas. Like there's options, and if
We're
you're like
jiving tonight. We're
doing
jiving.
Thanksgiving prep or whatever, you're good to go. There's like
Yet
if you got people in your
life is good.
house for some dinner the next day,
Is
like
Thanksgiving the next day? Do
I
you
don't
think?
know.
You
Hold
think?
on. Hold on.
Because
Let's
it
look.
could be a late month, right?
Thanksgiving 1989. Yeah, it was the next day.
The next day. All
It was
right.
November 23rd, 1989.
Interested. Good to know. Good to know.
So yeah,
Fun times.
somebody had like some random like cousins or some shit over.
Yeah.
moms are baking pies and cornbread or whatever.
There's some candied yams, mashed potatoes, strawberry jam, whatever the Garfield song was. All right, who cares? It's a 5. It's a 5. We're gonna move on
Yeah, this
from
is a
there. We're gonna
5.
call that a
This is a
night.
rare 5.
We're gonna move on. We're gonna go into the world,
Yeah.
the wonderful world of Garfield. But before we do, we're gonna take a quick commercial break. I'm gonna go drain the old lizard. You're gonna go gargle your throat because I'm getting sick of listening to you cough.
I need to
You're
go
gonna
make
take a
some tea real fast.
You're gonna go take a Vicks vapor rub or something because it is hurting my ears. All right.
I'm,
Well,
like, sick of it
we'll
myself,
maybe
so.
we'll play a commercial of Garfield. I don't know, doing something. I'm sure there's a Garfield commercial to use somewhere out there.
Probably somewhere.
Morning, Garfield.
I don't do mornings.
Good. Then that's my box of Honey Nut Cheerios.
Breakfast?
Praise for the taste. The honey sweet taste. The honey nutty taste of honey
Let's,
nut Cheerios.
Honey Nut Cheerios, the honey sweet part of this complete breakfast.
You race for the taste.
Now you can watch Garfield Race the Bee in 3D. You can collect 3D adventure books and glasses, one free in marked boxes of Honey Nut Cheerios.
All right. Thanks for those kind words from our commercial sponsors. Not really. It's just old YouTube clips that I finagled together illegally and throw on here, and just fingers crossed I don't get copyright flagged. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. All right. Garfield's Thanksgiving.
Yes.
It blows my mind watching this and seeing that Garfield is a sentient being, a sentient cat that understands the calendar, can read, knows time, goes grocery shopping with Jon Arbuckle for Thanksgiving food. It is, I love it. I love it. And Garfield talks, but it's thought bubbles. His lips don't move. It's kind of his internal dialogue. But Jon Arbuckle seems to understand him.
Yeah.
And
well,
it's great.
You have dogs.
Yeah. You know what they're saying. You know what they're
Yeah, you know
thinking,
what they want.
kind of thing. Yeah. Which I just think it's great. So the special begins, and we get John's little Indiana suburb. Kind of cameras panning across these little homes, these little country homes, little rural towns, and it zooms in on this one particular house. It reminds me of Lamford, Illinois. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Did you get that same vibe that I did?
I think maybe something a little bit bigger. I think like a Dayton or like
Cleveland? No, probably not Cleveland.
Minneapolis, kind of
Adjacent?
like maybe just outside the big city kind of thing. Like a suburb.
There is a downtown.
Yeah.
There
And
is
it's
a
got
downtown.
some tall buildings.
We see it. Yeah, there's some tall buildings. So maybe he lives in an offshoot of one of these bigger cities.
Yeah. Like I don't
in
think
Indiana.
he's like in this one, like so in the Christmas one, he goes to see his family at the family farm. And that is like rural as fuck.
Yeah, because John was born on a farm, and he has his brother Doc Boy, who's
Yes.
infantilized. He's just a mama's boy, I guess, and he wears overalls, and he's a little heavier. He's like a heavier John, I think.
Well, he's the one who stuck around to help take on the farm. John didn't.
Take care of the chickens and stuff.
John decided to run off to the big city and live with a guy.
Yeah. Did you know? All right. Did you know that in the first incarnation of Garfield, it was actually not called Garfield. It was just called Jon.
What?
Jon. Jon in 1976. And Jon Arbuckle was a cartoonist. He made comic strips, and he just happened to have a cat named Garfield. And it was just the two of them on adventures. And then Associated Press, or whatever the press company that buys comic strips, liked it. But they're like, we have to redo this. So
Yeah.
they just called it Garfield. They made it about the cat. And then Lyman, John's longtime friend, moves in and brought his dog Odie. Lyman owned Odie initially and
That's
brings him into the
wild.
mix. And I have this theory that Lyman, who's only in 69 strips, and he is last seen in 1983, disappears,
Just vanishes.
and is only vanishes. There's no reference to anything. He does resurface in 2024 as a cameo. I think his picture is in the newspaper or something, but I don't think they actually mention his name. You just know it's Lyman. He has a mustache. But even at a young age, I was like, there's something going on here.
Yeah.
There's something amiss here. I think Lyman was John's first great love. I don't know what you think.
I mean, I would believe that more than him and Liz.
Yeah, and yeah, so I think the whole thing it's unexplained. We don't really get into the meat and bones ever of John and Lyman's relationship. It's just two young men in the 70s casually just sharing a home. And we don't get this, hey, we're splitting the rent because we're poor backstory.
Yeah.
They're just there. There's no heterosexual explanation for Lyman's presence. There's no scenes of like them dating women, talking about women, or just bachelor escapades. It's just they're living together. Lyman has a dog named Odie. John has a dog named Garfield.
Cats.
And then one day,
a cat named Garfield, not a
Can I call
dog.
him a
What is
dog?
wrong with you, Patrick?
a cat named Garfield. A cat named Garfield. And early Garfield is fatter. He's bigger boned. He's a cat. He's on his four legs crawling around. It's not this Garfield walking around on two legs.
Yeah.
It's this characterization that just kind of evolved over the years. And Lyman vanishes without warning. There's no move out strip. There's no goodbye arc. He's just gone. It's just a messy breakup, I think, that happened. And for whatever reason, John kept the dog in the divorce. Just kept the dog.
Yeah.
Maybe,
Like,
I don't know.
Okay. I can understand a single guy having like a cat or a dog. I can't really see a single guy with a cat and a single guy with a dog living together unless they were domestically partnered
Involved.
up. Like it just,
And
I don't know.
the whole John's just gonna, keep the dog in the divorce is weird because, you're thinking, oh, Garfield and Odie got along, but they didn't. They hated each other. Well, Garfield hates Odie. I think Odie likes Garfield.
Odie adores Garfield. Odie's like, you are my person. You're like my friend. You are my go-to. And Garfield's like,
You're my buddy.
why are you here?
Do you think that Lyman maybe has seen how attached Odie got to Garfield and was like, I can't separate them. I'm just going to leave and get another dog?
I have to believe that Lyman just like ran off to some like African country or something and he couldn't take Odie with him.
Uh-oh. Like it was a live-in situation kind of thing?
Yeah, something. Like he had to have left for a reason that he couldn't take his dog.
Maybe Lyman shacked up with somebody else who was allergic to dogs, and he's like, I can't take Odie with me. I'm sorry, John, you got to keep him.
Yeah.
And then John's like, well, I guess you can come back and visit him from time to time, and he never comes back.
Yeah.
And then from there, I think this really crushed John's soul and spirit. And I think it just makes John emotionally distant from maybe men going forward, and he just has to kind of rebound, and he's like, you know what, fuck it, I'm just going to start banging chicks. And he goes through this arc where he's just trying to date women, and it's disastrous. And then for whatever reason, I don't know what, but he ends up meeting Liz the veterinarian, and he's like, she's the one. She's the one who's gonna mother my children.
Yeah, they're like I
He
don't know.
he's
I
I
just
mean,
don't know with him.
she's the one who's gonna continue the Arbuckle name, because I don't think Doc Boy's sperm is ever gonna cross a uterine wall and attach
Yeah,
itself to the egg.
I don't think so either.
I,
Like, no, just
I,
no way.
and do you think there was pressure from John's parents to be like, hey, you need to create a child. You need to continue this beautiful family. This
I feel like
beautiful
John's parents are
family.
definitely like, John, when are you gonna get married? When are you gonna meet a nice girl and settle down? You got a house. You
Yeah,
got a
you got a
dog.
house.
You got a cat. You just need the
You got a
wife.
cartooning job. You got a cartooning job, apparently.
Like, where's the wife? Where's the wife? And they probably never knew about Lyman.
I mean, I bet you the parents popped by every now and then and just kind
I
of saw
think if
Lyman. He was
anybody
just
knew, it was Grandma.
Oh, Grandma knew. Grandma 100% knew.
Yeah.
Grandma is like the Sophia from Golden Girls, just
Oh,
very
yeah.
forward thinking, living in the new world,
Mhm.
just adjusted to the times.
Way more
Very.
so than John's parents.
I don't even. Do the Arbuckles have running water, do you think, on their farm?
I think they do.
Do you think they do?
Yeah. I feel like Grandma wouldn't put up with not having running water.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, she was probably born in the Depression era where there probably was no pipes. Like,
But
no
she
bread.
also rides
I
a
don't know.
motorcycle. She's not like some wilting flower.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. You know what? She was probably pushing for the TV, and
Mhm.
Grandma's husband, who's since passed, that we learned in the Christmas episode, was probably like, I don't know, we don't need a TV. What do we need a TV for? And she's like, I want to watch, I don't know, Jack Benny or something.
Yeah, I want to watch I Love Lucy.
Yeah, the honeymooners. She wanted to
Mhm.
get in on this world. The little like Charles Playhouse theater shows or whatever they were called.
Yeah.
The Guiding Light. She listened to it on the radio.
And
She
then
wanted
it went to TV. She's like, I want to see the Bauer family.
Yeah, I need to know. But I don't get how Liz is a catch. I don't get like why John grabs onto Liz. I don't know. Is it just a looks thing, maybe?
I think Liz is attractive. I know in like the movie
her
with
ways.
Breckin-Meyer, she's played by Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Yeah, if we're going like in real people world, like yeah.
I mean,
okay,
even in
I
the
see it.
cartoon, I think, like, I guess, like, cartoon world,
I
it's
mean,
kind of hard to tell. Like,
yeah.
is John attractive? I don't know.
I mean, all the
Or is he looking like
humans
Richard Lewis?
all the humans in this show are just goofy to me.
Yeah.
They're goofy looking to me. But this is probably normal for that world, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is acceptable, I think. Who knows? One never knows. I don't know. I mean, Breckin-Meyer, I guess if you go by Breckin-Meyer or who plays him in the other one? Nicholas Hoult.
I don't even know who Nicholas Hoult is. Is that dude?
He played, because they came out with a Garfield movie a year ago, and Nicholas Hoult, he's in the Nosferatu movie too, I believe. Yeah.
He looks like he would play a lawyer for the most part.
And I'm thinking,
Okay,
you know
hold
what
on.
what?
So, I just Googled Nicholas Hoult. He was not even alive yet when this special came out.
No, but he's like 34 now. So.
Well, yes. But he was born December 7th, 1989.
It's like a week or two later, like 3 weeks later at tops. I can't do math right now. I can't count off, the number of days, but
But yeah.
he's old enough to have seen Garfield and Friends, though.
Oh yeah.
In
Totally.
reruns on the Cartoon Network or whatever channel ran them in the late 90s and early 2000s. So he knows Garfield. He knows the lore. He might have read a couple of the Rectangle books that were hand-me-downs from his older brother, if he had older brothers.
Oh, he was Lex Luthor in the new Superman.
Yeah, he was. I forgot about that. Yeah, he's not a young guy.
No.
He's not a young guy. He's a decade younger than us.
I mean, he's attractive. I would put him maybe a point higher than Breckenmeyer.
Yeah, probably. But when I knew they were remaking a Garfield movie a year ago,
Mm-hmm.
and I first saw the new Jon Arbuckle, I was like, oh, they made him like a 22-year-old.
Yeah.
No. No, they didn't. He could be our younger brother. He could be a peer of ours.
Oh, yeah.
We're in the same like market and age group now.
Okay, to be fair, the 2024 version of Garfield is like computer animated. It's
But
not a
there's
live action.
humans in it. Oh, it's completely
Yeah.
animated? Oh, so it's just his voice?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought they just did that like Roger Rabbit thing where they had
No.
both.
Apparently Chris Pratt was Garfield. Snoop Dogg was Maurice.
Who's Maurice?
I don't know. But he's the first name listed under the cast on Google before Chris Pratt.
I mean, they probably paid him the most money. They probably paid him bank to roll into
Probably.
this. Let's be real. Let's be real. Yeah, I mean, Bill Murray, I get as being the voice of Garfield in like the previous Garfield movies.
Yeah.
It makes sense because he kind of sounds like Lorenzo Music. Like they have the
Yes,
same
he has
slow
that
voice.
same cadence.
And actually, I'm gonna throw this out there. When I first saw like the 2004 Garfield movie with Breckenmeyer, and then I heard Bill Murray talking as Garfield, I was like, wait, did he always do the voice of Garfield?
No,
Like,
because
that
he's
was
got
my
that
first
Garfield
thought.
type voice.
Yeah, it's similar. But Chris Pratt, I don't
Yeah.
know, like Mario, he voices Mario, and the Lego guy, like I don't know.
Chris Pratt's just everywhere. We can't escape him.
Yeah, like who's he gonna voice next? Bart Simpson in like 20 years?
Don't give them an idea.
When what's her name, Nancy Cartwright, finally retires the voice. You know what? Speaking, just gonna throw this out there. They need to get rid of Marge. They just need to 86 Marge right now. Her voice, Julie Kavnar. It sounds horrible. Just let her retire. Anybody, I can do Marge better. Chris Pratt can do Marge better.
Somewhere, Chris Pratt is like, haha, this is my chance. I get to be Marge.
His ears are burning right now, and he's like,
Mhm.
someone's talking about me, and he's laying in bed right now on his bed of cash, his bed of billions. He's going, you know what? I would do Marge Simpson, the voice,
Yeah.
and her physically, both. All right, that's that. Yeah. So I have more theories, but they don't relate to what we're
Thanksgiving.
going to get into Thanksgiving in a way. I mean, even Lyman didn't, but I felt like it involved Liz in a way, so I had to like reel it in for it. So if that bored you, I apologize. I don't apologize. You know what? What do they say? Sorry, not sorry. Is that still a thing?
Sorry, not sorry. I still say it.
Okay. All right. So it's Garfield Thanksgiving. Garfield's hungry. It's the morning. He just wants to eat. It's like 6 a.m. I guess John had the day off of work. He doesn't have to get up. It's Wednesday, the day before
I
Thanksgiving.
think John just works for himself.
You think?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, we
If you
never
say
see him
so.
at a job. He's always at this house.
I mean,
He's
I guess maybe he is like a
always
sketch artist.
there
He probably has an
to-
art studio.
Yeah, he's always there to do whatever Garfield needs.
I mean, it is Garfield's house, right? Like
Yeah.
he's the main attraction of this whole thing. Like his life evolves around him, right?
Yeah. Like, okay, John gets up and he makes this cat. He makes the cat pancakes and coffee and a couple other things.
Yeah. There's like whipped cream on the pancakes too. It's not just like he gets a little sliver of a pancake, like
Yeah, no, he gets
like
like a
John's
whole
making
stack.
pancakes. Yeah.
And
Like a
this
hot
this
stack.
cat regularly eats lasagna.
And drinks coffee, which is great. I love
I mean,
it.
to be fair, John did let the cat and the dog go out trick-or-treating.
He did. And he does take Garfield grocery shopping later on in this
Yeah.
episode. And leaves Odie at home, by the way. Odie stays home.
Yeah, but Garfield has to go to
The vet.
the vet.
I think the vet thing tracks, though. The vet thing
Yeah.
definitely tracks because have you ever taken 2 pets to the vet at once? It's a
Oh
fucking
god, that'd be
nightmare.
awful.
It's a catastrophe. So I
Just
guess it tracks.
awful.
Okay. You gotta go twice in a week. You gotta go on Monday with one dog and Wednesday with the other pet.
Yeah,
That's just
like
it makes sense. It makes sense. Okay. But I just thought it was funny though. It's like, you know what? Before we go to the vet, we're gonna go get groceries, like
right, like
perishable
groceries are
items.
after the vet.
Yeah. I don't know. Unless the vet's too traumatizing for Garfield, and he's gonna be a pain in the ass in the store.
Yeah, like
And
oh
how
my
come?
god, Garfield's probably like throwing in all kinds of random crap. He's probably worse than a
And,
toddler.
and we only see the shot of them walking out of the store. I really wanted grocery shenanigans, grocery store shenanigans of Garfield like eating things along the way,
Oh yeah,
like
he's
open up
totally
bags
like
of chips.
and there's like that one person in the store who's like, Mr. Arbuckle, we've gone over this. You can't have your cat in the store.
I don't think people cared in 1989. I don't know.
Well, to be fair, I also don't think we like saw many cats hanging around stores.
I'm gonna throw this out there. There's like a little vegetable market, maybe like a couple miles out from where I live, and there's just like the owners, dogs and cats, just walking around that place.
Yeah.
And I think maybe this town they live in is a little more rural than well, it was a city though. They were in a city.
No, they were in a city. You keep
Yeah,
trying
I
to
was.
act like they're in a one stoplight town. They're not. They're in the city.
It
It
they
is
are.
very clearly the city.
um, it's great. I love it. But anyway,
Wait. Are the animals from Garfield and Friends, like the farm animals, is that John's family's farm?
like the U.S. Acres
Yeah.
characters from Garfield and Friends.
Yeah.
It could be. Do we see people on that show?
I don't remember.
It's been a while since I've really. You know what? I never really was fully into that though. I just kind of skipped over those parts whenever I watched Garfield and Friends.
Mm-hmm.
I just remember the little like duckling in the shell. Sheldon, I think was his name.
Yeah.
Was it Sheldon?
I don't know.
Yeah. He never hatched properly. He was just legs and an egg, like an egg
Yeah,
walking
Sheldon
around.
was a name of
Yeah.
a character on that
And
show.
then, but I never connected with those characters though. They just didn't really do it for me. But yeah, I like that theory though. That's a
Like,
has
I'm
that
curious.
has it been discussed in the masses before? Is it a
I'm kinda
Reddit
looking.
subreddit? You're looking.
I'm looking for something.
Well, if I remember correctly, Jim Davis did grow up on a farm, so maybe he just kind of, and he was a cartoonist, so he just kind of wrote
Yeah.
about what he knew. So I don't know. I like that theory. I think it tracks. We just
Yeah.
don't. We just never see the Arbuckles. Maybe they're off screen all the time, letting the animals just run amok.
I'm not seeing anything.
Well, let's make it unofficially official. We're just
Yeah.
gonna call that U.S. Acres is the Arbuckle farm in
Like,
another
it's gotta
another
be.
realm.
It's gotta be.
Did they ever cross over?
It's right next to the Arbuckle farm.
Oh, it's like a competing farm?
Yeah.
Okay. Do those two universes ever collide? I can't
don't.
recall if they ever collided or
And there
not.
are no humans in U.S. Acres.
So it's just solely animals, farm
Yeah, it's
animals
just
that
the
we deal
animals.
with. Okay, I like it. I like it. You know what? You don't need people on that show. I don't know.
No, you don't.
Take takes away from the magic of anthropomorphic animals. I'm already having a tough time believing that, Garfield walks around and can read calendars and knows what Thanksgiving is and has the concept of all this stuff.
I
You know what?
mean,
I was kind of hoping when we were actually at the vet, I was actually and they were panning the waiting room. I was hoping to see like a U.S. Acres character, but we
the
didn't.
pig.
The pig was there?
The pig. It looked like the pig. I mean, that's very clearly his animation style, but it looked like the
Yeah, I mean, I
pig.
guess. Yeah, it probably was. The best shot of that though was the guy holding the fish that was out of water who was
Oh my
struggling to
God.
breathe. By the way,
Yes, I totally like that was something I was like this morning when I was rewatching and I was like, "Oh, hey. Really? Really, guys?"
I wanted to see the interaction of that fish owner and Liz. Just what
Right?
what was going on? Like what Liz would say in that moment. Do you think? You know what? I don't remember if the waiting room was all men as the pet owners, but do you think it's just like a never-ending barrage of people going in trying to pick up Liz?
Oh, 100%. Oh, 100%. Because I think it
Like
was
she's
like all guys.
the hot veterinarian. It's like people think they have a chance.
Yeah, they're like, "Oh, hey,
Uh,
it's the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. This is my shot to try and hit on that vet."
yeah, and is Liz likable?
I think she is, but not to John. Like, she's kind of a bitch to John, but let's be real. How many times do you think John has probably hit on her at this point?
All the time. I'm sure, knowing Garfield's diet,
Yeah.
he probably has all kinds of stomach issues. He's probably always coming in with complaints of like diarrhea and stuff, vomiting. So, yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
He's probably there once a week. This is why Garfield hates the vet, probably.
He's
'Cause
like, not
he's
this
just
bitch again. Why
he's
are you making me
constantly
go
there.
here?
But you know what? I did think it was adorable though that like Odie really liked Liz.
Yeah. Odie's like, ooh, it's the nice lady.
What is Odie's diet? Does Odie eat the same
I think Odie
shit
actually
that
just
Garfield?
eats like dog food.
Like kibble?
Yeah.
Just a little dry dog food?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay,
Like
interesting. Yeah, because
maybe
we
he
don't
gets some
really
scraps from Garfield, but
uh I don't know. I feel like Odie would try to go in on Garfield's food dish and Garfield would just be territorial about it and like hit him with
oh,
a bat or something.
100%. Like remember like in the Halloween special, like Garfield gave him
He was
like
stealing his
2
candy.
pieces of candy
Yeah.
and
And it
Odie
was
was
probably the things he
excited.
didn't like.
Probably.
It was those little sweet, the little crunchy, chalky sweet candies that come in Smarties, I think they're called.
Yeah, Smarties.
They come in that little twist off
Yeah.
package in. Yeah, because those are disgusting. He probably gave those to Odie.
Oh yeah, totally. Or like the black licorice or
Uh,
something.
I love black licorice. Little Mike and Ike,
Ooh,
Good
no,
and Plenty. No, Good and Plenty. Good and Plenty. That was the black licorice candy, right? Good and Plenty.
I think so. I don't know.
The little like white and purple looking pill things.
Yeah.
I used to eat those and pretend I was doing pills when I was a kid.
That tracks.
I think I had watched Valley of the Dolls like a few times on Turner Classic Movies and was just like, oh, when I get older, I want to, be like Sharon Tate. Is it
Just
Sharon
pop a
Tate?
bunch of
Yeah, she's in that,
pills.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was really just Good and Plenty's, little pink and purple and white Good and Plenty's.
Oh my God.
You'd be going through like your mom's purse and you're like, oh, look, she's got some Good and Plenty's and it's, I don't know, like Ativan or something. Meanwhile, I'm just really sleepy in school,
Oh
getting
my
ushered
goodness.
out by Mr. Lear in his yellow mustard suit with the shoulder pads.
Oh my goodness.
I got some good Mr. Lear stories if you want to hear some more Mr. Lear stories. We'll save those for a future episode.
Maybe when we do like
All
a
right.
school theme show.
Yeah. I got some more Jamie Wood stories too. that are related to the Garfield Fan Club.
Okay.
All right. So Jon shoots his shot.
Mm-hmm.
Jon goes all in. He is begging Liz for a date, and he is just ramming her, just trying to get her
Mm-hmm.
to come over. And he does the fucking stupidest thing that I've ever seen a man do for the attention of a woman. This is like third grade shit. He says, I am going to hold my breath and not take a breath until you say yes to a date with me. And he passes out.
Yeah.
He dies. He's on the verge of death. Hopefully Liz knows how to do CPR and up to date on her BLS. Bring him back.
I feel
But
like she'd be
luckily
up to date on that.
Yeah, but she only knows it for animals, though. It can't be any more different for people, I imagine. I don't know.
I feel like you're still doing Staying Alive.
Yeah. Pink Pony Club is the new Staying Alive, just so you know.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Same beats, same BPMs.
I will remember that in
s-
April when I go get mine renewed.
Yeah, they'll probably be playing Pink Pony Club because the 20-year-olds that are going through the certification, they don't know what Staying Alive is. They have no clue. A couple of years ago, it was the Baby Shark song.
Oh, I know Baby Shark. Baby Shark, do 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 do.
Please don't do it.
baby.
I was like, we got All right. So Liz reluctantly agrees to go on a date with Jon, and Jon says, "Great, I'll see you tomorrow at my house, Thanksgiving dinner." Like, does she not have family? Does she not have
Like-
plans?
I feel like Liz totally had a real dinner she was going to go to. 100%.
All right. Or you know what? I think the only reason Liz went is because maybe she's new to this town. She doesn't really know anybody. She's only lived here for like a year. She's just established her her practice, her veterinary practice,
And she's just being
maybe
hounded by all the single guys who have dogs and fish and pigs and cats.
But I think, maybe Liz's family is like a plane flight away and it's holiday weekend. And she probably, she probably has to be back in the office on Friday
Yeah.
for animal emergencies. So she's like, whatever, you know what? I would have just sat at home with a frozen dinner, watched the parade,
Mm-hmm.
watched Sandy Duncan
And Willard
host the
Scott.
parade with Willard Scott. And I don't know, watch the fucking Spider-Man balloon fly away because it was a windy day, I bet. Was 1989, did we do 1989? I thought we did because...
I don't know.
No, I think we did 88. I think we did 88 because 1989 would have been the Batman movie, and we definitely didn't do the Batman parade because I think Joker makes an appearance at the parade.
Yeah.
Yeah, we definitely didn't do that. It's talked about on the little dinosaur Dracula thing all the time, but we've definitely never done it.
We did 88 and 97.
Yeah, okay. I knew we did. I knew we were just before it. I knew we were at the cusp. We were rearing up for it. We didn't have time to do it this year. If we did, we'd do it, but no, we don't. But I don't know. Maybe Liz just didn't feel like being alone with her Hungry Man dinner, her Willard Scott and Sandy Duncan, the Joker appearance. She then probably would have watched, I was going to say Home Alone, but I guess Home Alone ain't out yet. What was like Wizard of Oz? Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, maybe
Wasn't
Wizard
that
of Oz
a
or
Thanksgiving
something?
time?
Yeah, I remember it being like the night before Thanksgiving, though.
Oh, okay. What did you watch after Thanksgiving? Like, what was the after dinner, like post-football movie, family event?
Honestly, like...
A Walton special?
I don't remember, like in 1980. I don't know.
You know what? Hold on. I can go into my little TV guide list and...
Yeah.
Hang tight, guys. Hang tight. So, what was it, November 23rd this year?
Yeah.
Well, we know Taylor Swift isn't born yet, so they're not watching Taylor Swift's birth on television.
No.
Let's see. I don't know. This doesn't track at all. Mission Impossible, The Young Riders, A Charlie Brown Thanksgiving, Superman 2, The Cosby Show, A Different World, Cheers, Dear John, and L.A. Law. So there's no, unless there's something on basic cable, like, I don't know, TBS, the Superstation.
I feel like we have to be wrong about the year, the date, Thanksgiving date then.
But then if this was the night before Thanksgiving, there was no Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
Because this night of television. Are you sure? You're getting your shit
I'm
wrong.
going again. Like, I literally, like, went to Google and said, when was Thanksgiving 1989?
Well,
No,
then it would have been
the
November
23rd
30th.
because it was the fourth Thursday.
And there's nothing on November 30th that is like holiday-esque.
Yeah.
But let me go to November 29th. That's the day before. Let's see if the Wizard of Oz is on. And it's not. But do you want to know what's on November 30th, 1989?
What?
Apparently on NBC, Ann Jillian had another sitcom called Ann Jillian.
Ooh.
And we just talked about this on,
I think I probably watched that.
So do you think that The Wizard of Oz was on Black Friday? Like, do you think this was a Friday night
I
show?
don't know. Maybe it didn't air that year.
I don't know. I just feel like that was always a thing.
Like, yeah. Like, I feel like the one year I remember it not being was like Star Wars was on or something.
And I don't know. There's no Wizard of Oz on at all in this grouping of days. So
This is
unless it's just
so
on a
weird.
different channel, do you think it's on like PBS?
I mean, I remember it being on CBS.
I don't know. I mean,
Oh.
we would have had TBS.
This might have been the year it was like released on VHS.
You think? But
Because it was the 50th anniversary.
so they just didn't put it on television?
Maybe not.
Or are we just way off on our days and it was just
Maybe
not
we
like
are.
Thanksgiving weekend, do we? Yeah.
I'm so confused because I feel... Yeah, because
I
from
feel like it was a holiday event.
1959 to 1991, the showing of The Wizard of Oz was an annual tradition.
But Thanksgiving-ish time?
Like,
Or do they just randomly throw it on a random night?
I don't know. I'm trying to find,
I feel like it was always
dates.
it was always on a night I didn't have school the next day because I remember I got to stay
Same.
up a little late.
Because it's like, yeah, it's a long movie.
Is it that long? How long is it?
Well, when you add in the TV commercials and stuff too.
So like over a 3-hour block, you think?
Yeah.
I don't know. Who knows? I don't know. Who cares? Who cares? Liz goes to Jon Arbuckle's house for Thanksgiving, and it's now Thanksgiving morning. And Jon Arbuckle has his little cookbook, his little man's cave cookbook that he got at Macy's in the home goods department. And he pulls out his frozen turkey at like, I don't know, 10 a.m.
Yeah.
And
this
he
man
reads...
did no prep. No prep at all.
He reads the first line in the cookbook and it says, remove the turkey from the freezer at least 24 hours for thawing. And John goes, this must be an oversight. And just plops it down on the kitchen counter. It makes this like horrible crashing noise because it's a solid brick. And then he just, he tries to cook it in the oven, and because it says, and then, you know, bake for like, or roast or whatever for 4 hours.
Yeah.
At like 350 or whatever. And he's like, well, we'll just double the temperature. We'll just double the temperature and we'll work on the other stuff instead. And at that point, I don't know what time he told Liz to come over, but Liz shows up right away. Like, she's there as he's prepping.
Yeah, like, so he started late. He had no clue what he was doing at all.
Yeah. And I don't know. There was no thought process to this. He would have just been better off just going to the Chinese restaurant and just getting Chinese food, to be honest with you. Yeah, and just call it a day. Have like a little bad mom's Christmas where they just, instead of having the fancy dinner, they just get the Chinese food. But no, he insists on going through with this, and he thinks he's gonna accomplish this task in very little time. So he sends Garfield and Odie out to the living room to entertain Liz while he's prepping the food. And Liz is just sitting on the couch in the kitchen, in the living room
Yeah.
with Garfield and Odie. And she's just like, what's that smell? What's burning? What's going on? And John keeps doing that, almost kind of like that John Ritter Three's Company thing where he's coming back and forth, trying to, save face,
Yeah.
trying
and
to,
pretend that he's got everything in
less.
the kitchen handled, and he does not.
Yeah. But Garfield, boy genius, cat genius, is like,
Mhm.
hey, I have an idea. But he's trying to get John's attention to being like, hey, we need to call Grandma in. She's this forward thinking. She was okay with you banging Lyman a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Um,
She'll help you land a
she's
chick.
happy. Yeah, she'll help you land a chick. You know what? She wants a great grandchild too. You know what? She wouldn't mind going into the grave knowing that she's got a little Arbuckle running around, that another
Yeah.
Arbuckle baby that she can bounce on her knee, on her
Mhm.
good knee. But Garfield can't talk, so he has to like lay hints. So he's like, this is Grandma's like favorite necklace. This is Grandma's sweatshirt that she got you last year. This is
Like,
Grandma's this, and then she
Yeah, all these like little
random
trinkets from Grandma to try and like get it through to John, because John's also in like must get Liz to be mine
must
tunnel
get laid
mode.
mode.
So
Yeah, he wants to get his dick wet tonight.
yeah,
Literally. Yeah.
dude, it's not happening.
He finally needs to get over Lyman after all these years. After like a decade of dwelling on Lyman's sudden departure from his life, he's like, you know what? I'm just going back to chicks. Anyway, John figures it out. He's like, oh, Grandma, I'll give her a call. And he calls her, and the second he hangs up the phone, you hear the sound of a revving down motorcycle.
Yeah.
Like, does she live next door? Like, what the fuck?
Like, obviously not that far.
Yeah. Even though it's established that she lives on a farm, like many miles away, that's outside of this weird city town-like place in Indiana.
Mhm.
But she shows up and she sneaks in the back door, which is where John used to sneak in with Lyman. But yeah. But Grandma sneaks in the back door and she's like, you know what? You go out, you canoodle with Liz. You guys watch The Wizard of Oz, maybe not, because it's apparently not on tonight.
Yeah, we can't find it.
You go watch Ann Jillian instead. I'm going to sit back here with Garfield. Garfield's going to be my special helper. We're going to make this weird little thing. And this makes sense. This actually tracks. I've done this before. If you actually have to make the turkey in a short period of time, you just slice it up into smaller bits.
Yeah.
Little turkey slices. And then she's doing that thing where she's just throwing the food in the air and juggling it, and it's just landing on the plates fine.
Yeah, of course, because she's Grandma and she's got those skills.
Yeah. Grandma's got the skills to pay the bills. That's how she ran a farm. That's how she ran the next door neighbor to the U.S. Acres farm for like 62 years.
Yeah.
With her late husband who died, because they talk about it in the Christmas episode where it's like the rare like touching moment on Garfield where she's like depressed on the chair longing for her dead husband who died in the war. Maybe did he die in the war? I feel like it was a war casualty. Something happened. It was or was it of old age? I don't know.
I think it was old age, and now she's just like, I lived my whole life with this man. What do I do?
No, he dead. Yeah, he dead now.
I
And
get
I
a
don't want to be a
motorcycle.
cripple no more. Yeah, she went through like a late life crisis and just, I don't know, started living on the edge with skydiving. I don't know. You know what? Maybe she wanted Liz. Maybe she put a little note in Liz's food, like a little fortune cookie type note.
Yeah.
It was like, call me, I made the dinner. I'm the real magic behind this.
I feel like Liz would be more inclined to go that way.
I think so. I mean, maybe she was running away from something. Maybe that's why she went to this little tiny Indiana place.
Yeah.
Open up a practice. Yeah. She got away. She was trying to get away from her gym teacher girlfriend. I don't know.
Yeah.
Mrs. Man. Anyway, Grandma pulls it together, lays out the good china, the good Lennox false graph, the good stuff that John probably didn't have, but she probably brought it with her. It was in her backpack.
Well, I mean, the man bought like a car load of groceries.
Yeah, but the china, do you think he has fine china? Do you think Jon Arbuckle
No,
has
probably
like
not.
good
Unless Grandma
fucking
had already
dinnerware?
given it to him.
Yeah, maybe.
Or
Who
maybe it
knows?
was Lyman's.
It could have been. You know what? I see Lyman being kind of fancy that way. He's got the
Yeah.
candles. He's got the little candlelight things, the little like luminaire candles, like from Beauty and the Beast.
Those are called taper candles, hun.
Taper candles. Anyway, Liz walks into the dining room and like her jaw falls on the floor. She's like, "You know what, Jon Arbuckle? The fuck?"
Let's be
The
real.
fuck?
She was expecting the Charlie Brown Thanksgiving spread of popcorn, pretzels, and jelly beans and toast.
Yeah, and she was like, "Whoa, stop the presses. I wasn't expecting this. Like, I might actually let you touch my boobs tonight."
Mm-hmm.
Like, I was just kind of like, maybe hold your hands, maybe, but you might actually get to like pinch a nipple. You might
actually get a
You
little
might.
play, Jon Arbuckle.
Yeah. Then they bust into this like harmonious female song about like family and togetherness and
It was
love
so
and
weird. Like,
happiness.
what was happening?
It was. There's two songs in this special. We get the theme song, which is this fun like Lorenzo music jamboree jam about mashed potatoes, candied yam, doing the jam, all this stuff.
Yeah.
It was great. And then we get this, I don't know, this was something that like Carol Brady would have sang at the end of A Very Brady Christmas to like lure Mike Brady out of the avalanche disaster that happened,
Yeah.
like the mining disaster, or whatever, the engineering disaster. That was it. Carol's harmonious voice, led them to freedom because they're all trapped underground. But that's the song that we get. Garfield, Odie, and Jon Arbuckle all hands and like say grace.
Yeah.
And they have this very loving dinner, and they're all sitting at the table, like the dog and cat too.
Yeah,
like
the
sitting
dog
on the
and
table.
cat are at the table with the dude and the veterinarian lady he's trying to bang.
Yep. She walks out and she kisses him on the cheek, and she's like, "I'll be back in a little bit. I'm just gonna go get some rubbers." We got to keep this family friendly, but at 8:30,
Yeah.
when the kids are watching Bugs Bunny, you're gonna be putting that carrot somewhere, Jon Arbuckle.
Yeah.
Just wait. You just wait. And scene.
Yeah, that's
And
it.
scene. Yeah. Yeah. Grandma's back at home, sitting in her chair, missing her husband. Doc Boy, I don't know what Doc Boy's doing, playing with his train set as a 28-year-old man. Did we miss anything?
I don't think so.
Did we skip any beats? I feel like it's a very quick watch. It's the normal like 22-minute story, but it's like lightning.
Yeah.
Goes quick. There's no real major B and C plot line. It's just straight A storyline. I guess John wanted to get laid is like the B storyline, and Thanksgiving's the mainstay. But
Like, listen.
for the most part, they come together.
Yeah, they do.
Just like
listen,
John
Garfield got
and
his turkey.
Liz.
He's got his huge meal, and he's off the diet.
Oh yeah, we kind of skipped over that whole diet thing. Liz
Yeah.
put Garfield on a diet, and he lasted like 5 minutes. He got like a morsel of lettuce that he had to like eat.
Like,
which
oh
I
my
thought
God.
was
Like,
funny.
here's your like half leaf of lettuce. Like, what?
Wouldn't you just give him his like cat food?
Right? Like,
Just be like, just eat your cat food, Garfield.
we've put the dog on diet, and we just give him like less food.
Yeah. It's like you're gonna malnourish this cat. This poor cat is just gonna be malnourished. Like there's not really many nutrients in lettuce.
No, there's nothing. Lettuce is like 0 calories. There's nothing in that.
Yeah, he's gonna wither away. He's gonna die. Jon Arbuckle is gonna just come home from his second date with Liz, and Garfield's gonna be dead and stiff on the floor with rigor
Garfield's
mortis.
gonna be like, should have fed me the lasagna.
I mean, he almost did die in this episode because
Right?
he didn't eat for 8 hours.
Poor Garfield.
Oh, and and Odie got to indulge. And then you know what? It kind of pissed me off. Like, why couldn't John just be like, you know what? We'll start after Thanksgiving. Garfield was clearly excited for Thanksgiving. It's like, why can't we just wait till Monday kind of thing? Let him have the weekend because there's going to be
Right?
leftovers. Yeah, just
Like,
give
hello,
him the
we
weekend.
start diets on a Monday. We don't start them on a Thursday.
Yeah, and plus you got Christmas coming up. It's like, let's just make it a resolution for Garfield. Let him like have a good, like solid, like 45 days of just living lavishly, living
Exactly.
large. Garfield at large, like the first book in the series. Oh, Jim Davis, you need to just pay attention.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess you don't have a storyline, right? You don't have, you can't squeeze in Garfield being famished for 8 hours.
Real.
Like, what happens with Garfield and Odie if like Jon Arbuckle wants to go on vacation? Like, where do they go?
The farm.
John doesn't have any friends. Okay, I was like, John doesn't have any
Probably gonna
friends.
farm.
I mean, he had his one friend Lyman, and he kicked him out.
Yeah, like I don't think.
Who knows?
Okay, we're
Who knows?
crazy. According to ChatGPT. I know that we both remember watching The Wizard of Oz the night before Thanksgiving. Do you want to know what years it aired the night before Thanksgiving?
Yes.
Are you ready for this?
Is it before we were born?
1960, 1961, and 1962.
What? So what is the traditional night?
It aired in February. Why do we have this memory, Patrick?
Is this what do they call it? A Mandela effect?
This has to be. It has to be.
Should we do it as a poll? Should we do it like teasing the episode?
Yes.
Should we do this as a poll and just kind of like like
Because
drum up interest?
It was the night before Thanksgiving.
All right. Do you want to know why I know this? This is why I know this. And this is a fact. This is legitimate fact. And I can go back and ask my cousins and brothers and stuff like that. So we always went to my mother's uncle's shitty apartment. His name was Ralph Dunty. He lived in this disgusting apartment that just always smelled like 62-year-old men who don't shower.
Wait, is
Ever.
this the one you stole like the Playboys from?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Same uncle. I've told that story on the podcast before.
You have?
And we would only go to his house on Thanksgiving. And I remember, or around Thanksgiving. It was like the night before. No, we went the night before Thanksgiving because he never got along with anyone else in the family.
Mhm.
Everyone hated him, except for my mom for some reason. So we would go to his house the night before Thanksgiving and have like a shitty like Dollar General, Dollar Tree version of Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And we would watch The Wizard of Oz. And I remember my mother saying that it would be on the night before Thanksgiving every year. And we would never, like, I would want to go home at some point. So we would never finish the movie. And I
Yeah.
just remember by the time I get home, the movie's still roaring. It's still going on. Like the flying monkeys would
Yeah.
happen. Yeah. And it would be late. And then I remember like having the real Thanksgiving the next day, like the actual
Yeah.
Thanksgiving with
Like
the actual like carved turkey and not the frozen man dinner ones.
Yeah, like, no, I totally remember watching it the night before Thanksgiving while my mom was in the kitchen, like, prepping the turkey with my dad or something, like, because my dad's the one who cooked the turkey, but mom did, like, all the other stuff.
All right, we'll get to, you know what? We'll get when we do like a sleuth month on the podcast, when we do a month full of detective shows, Perry Mason and Friends, we will get to the bottom of it by then. 'Cause
Yes, we will.
after watching a bunch of detective shows, we'll have all these super sleuth skills down pat, and we will figure it out.
Yes.
I don't trust this TV Tango website for my info, so maybe I'm gonna go onto the archive.org, and I am gonna try to drum up some old TV guides. Maybe I will call the TV Guide Counselor podcast, see if he has any old issues that he can go through for us around this
Yeah.
time, and find out this answer for us. Because I will find a newsprint ad. I will find a black and white, on page 18 of the Boston Globe. It's going to, it has the TV listings. It's going to be the little corner, lower third corner is going to have the Wizard of Oz logo. Tonight on CBS, 8 p.m., all uninterrupted, maybe. Who knows? Maybe it was a very special uninterrupted edition. I don't know. Is that a thing? I don't know. Probably not.
I feel like not back then.
No. Maybe now. Limited commercial interruption, maybe. At best. All right. If anyone out there has any memories of the Wizard of Oz being on Thanksgiving, send us messages through all our things. We'll put them in the show notes. Yeah, we'll do that. Anyway, on a scale of 1 out of 5 sardonic veterinarians, how many sardonic veterinarians would you give tonight's special feature, holiday feature of Garfield, a Garfield Thanksgiving?
A 4.
Okay. I'd like to hear your
It's
reasoning.
one that's easy to rewatch. You know the characters. It's comforting. There's nothing too off the wall. It's still Thanksgiving.
What's it missing for you that don't make it a 5? I just need to know the ingredients
I think
here.
more it needs more family for it to really hit that 5. Just
I'm guessing that the Christmas one came out before this, right?
yeah.
Maybe people weren't into John's family too much. Maybe they felt it was too
Grandma's the star of
farmy.
the show.
Grandma clearly was the star of the show. Maybe they just felt, I don't know. I remember watching the Christmas one last year for Christmas around the Christmas time, and I just remember thinking John's brother was annoying.
Yeah.
And I was 10 minutes into this, and I was like, this just needs to end. And then we got this long, drawn-out conclusion of the grandmother pining for her dead husband, and I was like, oh, okay, I remember why people are into this. But the whole setup, it was just bad. I'm actually gonna go. I'm going to go a little bit higher. I'm going to give this a 4.5.
Okay.
It's definitely something that I watch on an annual, maybe not on a yearly basis, but pretty regularly. I actually own it. I own the holiday collection of Garfield.
Of course you do.
And it's got this Christmas, Halloween, and then for some reason it has a weird one called Garfield Felines and Foes, and it's a weird film noir type story involving Garfield, and it's in black and white half the time, and he's solving crimes, and it's a 1940s detective story.
Okay, I vaguely remember that.
It has that one on there for some reason. I think there's a 5th one. I wanted to say it's the one where Garfield goes camping, but it's not. There's another one. It's Garfield stories, and I think it's 3 fables or something. It's 3 mini stories, each one aired during a commercial break.
Okay.
Kind of like a Treehouse of Horror. I can't remember what it was though.
Okay.
Garfield Tales, maybe? I don't know. But I do remember the Garfield Goes Camping traumatized me because that Black Panther scared me. When their tent gets raided by a Black Panther, it scared the fuck out of me. I was like, I'm never going camping. Never doing it. Because that thing was scary. Scary.
Yeah. What the heck were they
but it loses 0.5 for me because I think Liz is just kind of annoying to me. I just don't care for Liz. I think she gets likable in the strip
Yeah.
as the years went on, because I think like they're actually married in the current canon of the series.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, they could be divorced. I don't know by now. Garfield could be back with Lyman. We don't know. We don't know. Or a young twink. Who knows? All right. That's all I got. That's all she wrote. Who knows what we're
Yeah.
doing next week? We don't tease anymore, because when we do, we never end up doing it. So we don't bother with that anymore. So I'm just going to go out on a, where can you follow our Wild Ass Adventures? Cat also the author. Where can you follow us?
You can follow us on Twitter at Very Podcast and on all the other socials at A Very Special Podcast. Don't accept imitations. I'm still a petty bitch, guys. And I will come for you one day.
Violence. Violence is never the answer, Cat also the author.
I never said it was violence. Maybe just glitter.
And just glitter. All right, a little glitter bomb.
Yes,
That's a lot to clean. That's a lot to clean up. That's a lot to clean up. And as always, girl, as always,
Bye.
watch the streets for Grandma Arbuckle on her motorcycle, on her Harley, Easy Rider. Rev, rev, vroom, vroom.